Imagine this, London, 1914, a crowded museum, a woman steps forward, no warning, no hesitation, in her hand, a butcher's knife. And with one furious strike, she slashes the most beautiful nude in the history of Spanish art. The canvas tears, gasps erupt, guards scream, and in a single moment, Diego Velázquez's masterpiece, the Rokeby Venus, becomes a bloody battleground. But why? Why would anyone want to destroy beauty itself? Was this madness, or was it a revolution?
Let's rewind. The year is 1650. In the royal court of Spain, a genius named Diego Velázquez dares to break the rules of art. He paints a nude, but not just any nude. Lying across satin sheets, her back arched, her body stretching like flowing marble, is Venus, the goddess of love. Her skin glows against the darkness, her curves soft yet commanding. At the foot of the bed, her son Cupid holds a mirror, but the reflection is blurred, uncertain, almost unsettling. Why would the painter of kings blur the face of a goddess? Was it a warning, a secret, or was Velázquez whispering that desire is never clear and love is never simple? This was Spain, conservative, religious, nudes were dangerous, forbidden. But Velázquez challenged morality itself. He gave us Venus not as an untouchable marble statue, but as a woman of flesh, a body that could breathe, a body that could burn. The painting traveled across Europe, surviving wars, revolutions, jealous husbands, greedy collectors. By the 19th century, it found a home in England. The nation adored it. Poets wrote about it. Artists copied it. Gentlemen whispered about it. It became known as the Rokeby Venus, named after a Yorkshire estate. But beauty is never safe. By the early 1900s, London was boiling with new ideas. Women demanded rights, votes, freedom. And in the shadow of this revolution stood one painting, a goddess, lying naked, painted by a man, adored by men, owned by men. And for some women, that was unbearable. March 10th, 1914. The National Gallery, London. A woman named Mary Richardson walks in. She is not an ordinary visitor, she is a suffragette, a radical activist fighting for women's right to vote. In her coat pocket, hidden, steel, a butcher's knife. She stands before Venus. For a moment she stares. Is it admiration or disgust? Then it happens. 1 slash, 2, 3. By the 7th strike, Venus's back is shredded like skin under fire. Chaos erupts. Guards rush, but Mary does not run. She declares, "I have tried to destroy the picture of the most beautiful woman in myth," as a protest against the government for destroying Mrs. Pankhurst, the most beautiful character in modern history. It was not random. It was symbolic. A nude, painted by a man, admired by men, cut down by a woman's rage. And suddenly, art became war. The press went wild, the slashed Venus, the suffragette vandalism, the attack on beauty. Critics called it barbaric, but some feminists called it justice. Mary Richardson became infamous. Some hated her, some praised her, but everyone remembered her. She wanted to destroy the male gaze, but by slashing Venus, she only made her more famous. The Rokeby Venus was no longer just a nude. It was now a scarred survivor, a battlefield where beauty and politics collided. But let me ask you, was Mary Richardson brave or cruel? Did she strike for women or against art? Even today, the scars remain. Restorers repaired the canvas, they stitched the wounds, but if you look closely, you can still see the faint lines, the ghost of the knife, the reminder that beauty bleeds. Today, the Rokeby Venus hangs quietly in the National Gallery. Millions pass by. They stare at her curves, her mirror, her mystery. But very few know they are looking at a survivor. A painting that endured jealousy, censorship, knives, and politics. Without the knife, without the scandal, would we still talk about this painting today? Maybe beauty needs an enemy to remind us it's alive.
And maybe, when you stand before Venus, you're not just seeing a goddess, you're seeing history's scars. You're seeing a war between men and women, between beauty and rage, between silence and voice. So tell me, if you were Mary Richardson standing before Venus, Would you raise the knife, or would you let beauty live untouched? And if you were Velázquez, would you dare to paint a goddess that men desire and women might destroy? This is the eternal question of art. Is beauty a gift or a weapon? Now it's your turn. Was Mary Richardson a hero or a villain? Would you protect the Rugby Venus or slash it again? If you love these stories where art bleeds, breathes, and battles, smash that like button, share this with someone who loves drama, and subscribe. Because next time, we go even deeper into art's darkest scandals. Beauty is never safe.